Hey everybody, I'm making this video to show you how to relocate the horn on your 2015 Road Glide. I was taking the bike apart for powder coat, and the horn has always been something that I didn't like sitting right there in front of the motor. So I started looking around at the bike and different ways that I could put the horn somewhere else. And you have to take the fairing off to take off the turn signals, and there is a cubby right here that is perfect for the horn. It even has a hole already drilled from the factory so that you can mount the horn in there. I'm not going to go into tons of detail about how to take the fairing off and how to remove the horn, because that stuff's kind of simple. If you need to look it up, it's all on YouTube where you're watching this video. So just want to show you real quick how this fits in there. Kind of tough one-handed, but there it is. You can see the threads pop right through. You're just going to reuse the bolt or the nut that comes on it with all this other assembly. The other thing I like is that you get to ditch, you know, brackets and covers and things. It's kind of a classic Harley thing to have that horn hanging down there, but I don't really dig it. I mean, look how clean this looks without it. So obviously you can see the wires are sitting there after I cut those. So after you take the horn bracket apart, I took out an angle grinder, a flap disc, and there's a rubber mount that hangs off of here. So we cut that off. I can show you here. That's the, you can see that part that's hanging down right there. That's what you're gonna cut off, because you still have to have that bracket for the two cylinder heads. And obviously I got it powder coated because I was getting all that other powder coat done. So after you disassembled everything and you took this bracket off and got it cut and powder coated or chromed or whatever you want to do with that, next I'm going to figure out how I want to lay the wire. So I just got a bunch of wire here. Just gonna use black and red, keep everything simple, and then set the camera up and show you how we're going to run the wire from here all the way up into the fairing. Alright, so we got our cutters, and we're going to start. I just already picked out like a section of wire here. And to make, I've kind of run through this a couple times, it's going to be easier to start from the top of the fairing and to work your way down and over to where the wires are. So take this wire here, and you're just gonna feed it, straighten it out. Just gonna feed it down into that slot there. And what you're going to try to do is from the top and get it to run down with this section here. And once we do that, we can figure out exactly how long we want these wires to be, so that they can run all the way down and then up into there, so where they can be zip tied nice and go to the OEM. All right, now that we kind of determined the length of the wire that we want to build, we'll pull that out and grab our black wire. We're going to cut another one that's the same length. And what we're going to do next is we're going to get our wires ready for soldering. Strip the ends. That. So I got a bunch of different size heat shrink here that we're going to put on the wires first, because it's really easy to forget to put your heat shrink tubing on. Grab a couple of these. We're going to tin our wires. Way too cold. I'm going to take black to black, obviously. Forgot a lighter. Let me grab one. Got the Harley lighter here. Picked this up when I was in Pennsylvania. I got to tour the factory. That was pretty cool. Doggy. There we go. Got our two connectors on there. Next we're going to open up a wire loom here. This is the high temp stuff. It's a lot like what the factory uses, where it has a fiberglass shielding on the inside, protect it from heat and abrasion. We're just going to figure out how much we need here. It's about that long, so go ahead and we'll take that length. So everything else wasn't working, so I grabbed this performance, high performance weed whacker cable that I use for pulling lines through things, like when I did the handlebars. So I'm gonna tape those wires up to this, pull them right through. To help it go a little smooth too, I'm gonna add some this synthetic lubricant, electrical lubricant. Alright, well, after a few failed attempts and just trying different things. I finally figured out a way to pull the wires through this loom nice and easy. I took the weed whacker line, and I took these two. I put a piece of shrink tube over it, over all three, and shrink tubed them all together. Used a whole bunch of this stuff, and it just went pulled right through. Also, I made sure I was in the sun to kind of keep this warm, because as soon as it gets cold, it just returns to this flat state. It's hard to pull the wires through, but there it is. Finally got those wires through. Next, I think I'll put the horn on the bike and run these wires, and then we can solder these up to the wires that are already on the motorcycle. Alright, so now we're going to take our wire, go over the bike, and I already got these tools set up here. So, strippers, cutters, shrink tube, good electrical tape, soldering iron, and the horn. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these connections, I'm going to put them on the horn. That one like that. Okay. Take the nut off of there, and then oops. Take the nut off of there, and we're just gonna slip this underneath. Put the nut on. Just to hold it there. We don't have to crank down on it. And then we're gonna take our wires and feed them through the bike as clean as we can. Nice. Also, I want to point out that I did unplug these and took it off the clip here, just so I could access to right there much easier. So yeah, now we got the wires hanging down here. I'm just gonna route them through this area and over to our pre-existing wires. I didn't like the way the wire was coming down over the cylinder, so I took the gas tank bolts out, ran the gas tank up a little bit, which gives me easy access to right under here, where I can run that wire through straight down, so it's as clean as possible. All right, so this is my wire right here. Got it running here, and then up, and then down. So zip tied there and there. I'll probably throw another one like around there or something maybe. And then I'm gonna sink the gas tank back down after I clip these. And go from there. I stopped and kind of rethought the way I wanted these wires to sit, especially like with this bracket. I put the bracket on, and there's a hole here for the wires to get zip tied to. So it's going to look really clean. So sit like that. Nice. No more big horn. So yeah, switching back to the good camera here. I mean, that's pretty much it. Look how clean that is. Just for reference, that's what a motor looks like with one on there. That's what a motor looks like without it. Super clean. So I got the brace there, and there's 2 holes ready from the factory, so you just loop a zip tie through so your wires don't go hanging down. And then the horn is tucked right up underneath there with that factory nut that we just reused. And all the wires snake through here, up underneath, under the tank, and then all under there. So it's all really clean, and best thing is that wiring loom, you can't even tell. It's just like the factory stuff. So looks OEM. So one more thing that you have to do is you have to run a grommet on the inside here. Let's see if I can get this to focus. So yeah, there's a grommet there. I drilled this hole out a little bigger. I have a grommet in between. And once you do that, there you go. Horn works and everything is happy. I did notice if you tighten this too much, that the horn won't work at full volume. So, but it's plenty tight. It's not going to go anywhere. You can put some thread lock on there too, and all should be good. But yeah, so now got a clean motor. You got a working horn, and everything's cool. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. A little trial and error there. It was the first time I've ever done this, but I thought about how I wanted to do this mod for a while. So you can learn from my mistakes and take a much shorter time for you to do it yourself. I love the way that looks. It's super clean. So I'm sure there's a way to do it on a street glide. I don't own one. That's my friend's back there. I'm not willing to take that thing apart. So thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, make sure throw down a comment, hit the like button, and give me a subscribe. Thanks, guys.